The Arctic Wolf Unified Portal centralizes and then prioritizes relevant telemetry collected from customer environments. In this demo, we'll look through the open tickets created by the Arctic Wolf team available for our review. Since the Arctic Wolf platform collects information from across your network, tickets seen here will have multiple sources. In this ticket from Office 365, we're alerted to a potential MFA fatigue attack, a technique used by an attacker to send multiple notifications to a single user until they get tired of the requests and just accept one to make them stop or go away. The ticket includes information about the incident, a description of what it is, where it happened, when it happened, and even a brief description of the attack and why it's important. Scrolling further, there is a section on next steps to mitigate impacts and steps to be taken to prevent these types of attacks in the future. Another tool at our disposal is the freeform search within the ticket screen. I'm going to continue looking for the user Jack Bomba, the victim of the MFA fatigue attack. In addition to the ticket we've already viewed, there's an additional ticket where an evasive inbox rule has been created. In this ticket, we see the actual rules that were created which triggered the evasive inbox rule. We see a rule created which states, if we see an email from Penny Purse Strings in accounting, then delete the email if it contains the subject wire transfer request. It seems Jack Bomba is caught in the middle of multiple tickets. So to learn more, we'll pivot to Data Explorer and search for everything that happened to him in the past week. The event name or names that we'll be looking for are the failed login attempts created by the MFA fatigue attack, so we can add an additional filter to focus specifically on everything that was not a successful login. Our results list multiple failed login attempts. If we'd like to see information from the raw log, we can click the View More button. Doing this gives us the ability to view everything from the log and even add specific items to create a new column. You can also view the full block of information. Here we see the failure reason as strong authentication is required. After the multiple failed login attempts, we see a rule description, evasive inbox rule, configured. This activity is likely the attacker and should be viewed in the context of an attack. Viewing the specific details of the rule configured, we see that if it comes from specific people with keywords in the subject to delete the email, similar to what we saw in the ticket itself. Finally, continuing through the other events, we see one we haven't previously mentioned. There was a resource accessed or viewed, and the name on that resource is Customer Contacts. Looking at the log itself, we can see the document name and even its file path. Based on what we've seen, the attacker used an MFA fatigue attack to gain access to Jack Bomba's account. Then, using this access, it seems they've initiated some type of invoice fraud. The attacker accessed the customer contact document to get customer information, then created an inbox rule that will delete any email coming from Penny Purse Strings that includes the words wire transfer request. This action can prevent Jack Bomba from realizing his accounts have been compromised and alerting the IT or security teams. Because Jack's organization used Arctic Wolf, the MFA attack, evasive inbox rules, and document access was all collected into a single platform. The concierge security team could then easily identify all components of the attack and notify the client of the behavior and prevent the attacker from achieving their objective. This is just one example of the benefits of a unified platform. To see more or request a demo, visit us at arcticwolf.com.